No. So, I go to Georgia, right, the first week of summer. You know, this now being like, what, the 7th week of summer, right? 7th or 8th? I don't know. 8th.
Something like
it's
that.
the 8th. So, like, 7th, this is 7th. I don't know. Anyway, so, I go to Georgia, and I the day before I go to Georgia, I start my period. It lasted a day. 2.5 weeks-ish later, which is a lot earlier than usual. I get it. Do you know how long my period lasts?
No, tell me, Catherine.
2.5. No, not 2.5. It wasn't just spotting. It wasn't just a little. It was normal, full out my period. Blood, vaginal bleeding.
Waterfall.
Yeah, it was like a babbling creek. I don't know why. So I'm like, whatever. It's okay. Maybe I won't have it for a long time. Maybe I'm just eating a lot of food. Maybe my body's just not used to it. No. Let me tell you this. About my normal 23-ish days later, I start my period. It only lasts, you know, my 4 regular days that it usually lasts. Sometimes 2 or 3, 3, 4, 5, you know, whatever. So it lasts 4 days. The whole little 3 days, skip a day, have another day. So technically that's 5 days. But anyway, so I start my period. It lasts normal. I did it like a week and a half later while I'm like up in Wisconsin, trying to be happy all up in Wisconsin. Oh, no, let me tell you about this one. I forgot the other one. When I went camping, I was on my period. I wasn't supposed to start it. They had to start, so I had to go and buy tampons. I had to, like, walk back with my tampons, and they didn't have little camper bathrooms, so I had to walk to the bathhouse with my little tampons and change with little tampons. Oh, my God.
That shit is ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. So, yeah, so I'm in Wisconsin. My period starts again. I probably went to Wisconsin about 2 weeks later after I went camping. Maybe even less. I don't really remember. So, anyways, I start my period while I'm up there. It lasts 2-ish days. And then I come back to Florida. And then Reagan's here. I start my period again. Let me tell you, I got back from Wisconsin. Reagan got here 3 days later. 3 days late, 3 days after she gets here, I start my period. Do you know how many days that is? That's 6. That is less than a week. You started in less than a week. That's right. Less than a week. Hold on.
Yeah, you don't have the burping effects now. Those were pretty great. You know, so serious. Blet. Blet. 21 days later.
Well, then, you know, 6 days later, it only lasts like 2 days. I'm okay with that. I was at the beach. I was like, okay, 2 days is nice. So 3 days later, fucking blood's coming out of my vag again. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? God, you fucking uterus! So I'm just like, oh, whatever. And currently I am no longer on my period, but, you know, just because I'm talking about it, I'm going to start it tonight while I'm sleeping, which is completely fine. But Reagan did start her period 2.5 weeks later after she started hers, and it's because she was around me. It was!
Which explains all the period boxes, the tampon boxes in your room on your floor.
Nope, they're not on my floor anymore. I migrated them all to one box. And all I have to say is, if Mother Nature ever came to hand me a Red Pretty box, I would cunt punt her, and then run, and stomp on the box, or burn it.
Now we need a burp for good measure. There we go.
Yeah. Fuck you, motherfucking nature.